Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for watching. Today we are going to be doing, well, I asked you guys on Snapchat what you wanted to see, so let's see how that played out.
Would you guys rather I did a video all about heat damage, the different ways that you can get heat damage and how to reverse it? Or if I did a Q&A on Snapchat with you guys? So, heat damage video is winning by a landslide. No one wants a Q&A video.
Clearly today's video is going to be a heat damage video. That definitely was the clear winner. There was a lot of you guys though that did want to do a Q&A video. Some of you guys were genuinely very upset that I was not doing a Q&A video, so please let me know in the comments down below if that's something you guys would still want to see. I'm definitely down to do that. It could be a personal Q&A or hair questions Q&A, whatever you guys want. So yeah, but clearly we are doing a heat damage video, so let's go ahead and jump on in. Alright, so first things first, let's talk about 3 of the most typical culprits of heat damage. The first one, in my opinion, is the sneakiest of them all. This has to do with when you're in the shower. I don't know about you guys, I personally like to take probably, like, on average, I'd say a 15-minute shower, and I like my water to be alarmingly, scaldingly, inappropriately, wildly hot, okay? That's just what I like. So, when I'm in the shower, I'm standing there with the hot water running right here on the back of my head for 15 minutes. What do you think that that is doing to your hair? It is so bad. It is gonna cause frizz in the back of your hair. It's gonna take away moisture. It's going to decrease definition and just make your hair dry and fuzzy and kind of poofy in the back of your head. I've gotten so many messages from you guys just like all over the place saying that you're experiencing like really nice definition and like moisture and just like beautiful waves and curls in the front, and then the back of your hair is just like poofy and frizzy. I would really consider this to be the culprit of that, and really take into consideration the level of heat that you have in your shower, the amount of time that you're in the shower, and just really try to not let that water hit the back of your head for 15 minutes. It will definitely cause heat damage. Sorry. I'm just gonna make myself comfy here. Alright, so let's talk about our next culprit for heat damage, and it is probably your favorite curly hair tool, the diffuser. That's right. So diffusers are wonderful. I absolutely love my diffuser. It's fantastic, especially if I'm running late out the door. Like, it's great. But you need to be careful. You need to be using a heat protectant before you diffuse your hair. I know that so many of us aren't doing it, and you have got to do it, y'all. It's so important. So I know that the brand Briogeo has a heat protectant in their Rizarco line, I want to say, that is sulfate and silicone free, and so it's Curly Girl method approved. It's fabulous. I know the brand We Dodd just came out with a new line. It's like a thermal hair line. I haven't tried it yet, but they have a heat protectant slash detangler. And I think that that has silicones in it, but I think that they're water-soluble silicones. So yeah, my friends, I actually have a friend, her name is Diane Mary, and she just did a review on that entire line. I will link it down below in the description box for those of you guys who are interested. I did get that PR package. I opened up on Snapchat. I was getting a lot of questions from you guys about it, and I will definitely be testing it out soon. But back to the main point. You need to use a heat protectant before you diffuse to avoid heat damage. Alright, y'all, now the last culprit of heat damage, of course, the most obvious of all, is hot tools like straighteners, curlers, blow dryers, all that jazz. I get messages from you guys constantly saying, you know, you're having a hard time cutting them out of your life, and I think that's normal. A lot of people are going through the same thing, so don't be discouraged. Know that you're not alone. It's wonderful. One of the things I really love about my channel is that I can see different stages that people are at. I get a lot of comments saying, oh my gosh, I've finally done it. I've overcome it. I have not straightened my hair in a year. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I get messages saying, I straightened my hair today. I'm sorry, I had to do it. I get messages saying, I'm ready to start the journey. You know, we're all kind of at different places in it. And I hope that that just helps you to see and to know that you're not alone. And, you know, we're all kind of in this together to support each other. But in all seriousness, throw out your straightener. So now that we've talked about the different ways that you can get heat damage, let's talk about how to reverse the heat damage. First and foremost, I want to start this off by saying there is no instant gratification answer to this problem. There is no next day solution. There is no next week solution. In my opinion, heat damage is the most time consuming thing to repair in your hair. It just takes a while. And I know no one wants to hear that. You know, everyone wants that quick fix, but there just isn't one. I'm sorry to tell you that. I wish that there was one, but there just isn't. It just takes time and dedication. They don't call it a hair journey for no reason, because it is a journey, y'all. But all of this to say, there are different ways that you can reverse heat damage, so let's talk about them. All right, this first reversal of heat damage tip, no one wants to hear, and I understand because I am with y'all. Every time I go to the hairdresser and she asks me how much hair I want to cut off, I'm like,
Half an inch.
I hate cutting my hair. I am such a baby about it. But I do think that if you are looking to start over, have a fresh start with your hair, you need to cut some of it off. I'm sorry. I know no one wants to hear that, but I do think it is very, very important and just will give you a great fresh start with your hair. When you cut all this dead hair off, you know, all this new hair coming in hasn't had any heat applied to it or anything, and it will just kind of have you, let you start over fresh. Get that haircut, girl or boy. Now this next tip or trick is doing deep treatments on your hair. It is so incredibly important, y'all. Treat your hair well. Put the time and the effort into your hair, and it will reward you. You will see improvements if you put time and effort into it. I've been getting a lot of really, really sweet messages lately saying that my hair is looking better than ever, and it makes me so happy, and it's because I've been trying. Like, I haven't been lazy. I've been even doing DIY like masks at home. Like, I used Greek yogurt and honey one time. I want to do an avocado hair mask. You don't have to go to the store and buy a super expensive, you know, deep treatment mask. You can just do a little DIY one at home. Just put time and effort into your hair. Don't just like throw it up and expect it to get better. You need to put time and effort into it, and you really will see improvements in it over time. Now, last but not least, I wanted to mention joining or starting the Curly Girl method. I started probably a year ago, but I was not super diligent with it. I would just kind of like do it every couple months. I didn't do it right. There is a book. There is an amazing, wonderful book all about the Curly Girl method. Lorraine Massey started it. It's absolutely incredible. I will link it down below. Super affordable, and it gives you all the information you could possibly ever want to know, all about how to just like get your hair started and start embracing your waves, start embracing your curls, start embracing your ringlets, whatever type you have. And I love it. I love the method. I just think it's so wonderful, and I would really recommend it to anyone. I would give it probably 3 or 4 months, maybe 3. 3 months, I think you should see an improvement in your hair. And if you don't see a drastic change, or, you know, it's just not for you, there's no worries. It's not a big deal. You don't have to be sulfate and silicone free. But I do think that it's worth a shot in trying it out. I have seen so much more definition in my hair since starting the Curly Girl method. I'll put some pictures from the past before I started. My hair was just more like just dry and lifeless, and like now I just have like gorgeous volume and definition, and I'm obsessed. So definitely start the Curly Girl movement, y'all, the movement. All right, guys, that is everything. I hope that you really enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching. Please be sure to give it a big thumbs up and subscribe, of course, if you have not already. Thanks for watching. Love you guys. Bye.